We'll give everyone a second to join. Happy Sunday. Happy Super Bowl day. Thank you, Jeff, for kicking us off. That was very inspiring, down to earth, true. And I think it resonated with me because I've also gone through a lot of different roles. I think nurses have. We do that a lot. But it's easy to feel like, if you're still trying to find the right thing as, the decades or so go by, it can feel a little demotivating, but looking at it as, the overall journey and the impact that you've already had on people and what you've learned from it is definitely helpful and motivating. And everything that we've done has led up to this moment. And this is a pretty big moment for me. So I appreciate that point of view and everyone that's joined and is going on this journey with me. And yeah, so this day, definitely be a sponge. I'm going to go through some resources here just quick so that you know what's coming over the next week for participating in the conference. Some really cool stuff. And then the rest of the day is really focused on AI and machine learning and intros to that. And, as we touched on yesterday, I believe that a lot of remote opportunities are going to come from this transition to an AI, powered healthcare world. And, generally across the board, companies are going to be leveraging AI and we're going to need humans in there, a lot of them, especially in healthcare. So soaking up today and orienting yourself, jot down some notes and some things. We're going to give you resources and we have some awesome speakers that are going to do kind of that educational component for you today. Just soak it up and you're going to be way ahead of the curve again, especially in the nursing workforce by listening in today. Feel free to ask questions. Q&A will be open for all the sessions and ask any questions you have. So this won't take me too long to go through. Just going to orient you so you know what to look out for. And then we're going to do our raffle for today during this session. So you won't leave this session and go to the raffle session. It'll just be right after I'm done talking about these. And then the next session will start at 10 and or depending on where you are. And that'll be our first intro to AI and ML. Okay, so conference resources, take-home tools, your remote work packet. So give us about a week, okay? Like Jeff said, to kind of get all the recordings set and stuff, but you're going to get a lot of cool things. So the remote job board is actually a tool that I've created, and I pretty much comb, LinkedIn in the morning and find jobs that are super specific and super niche and have, ideally less than 10 applicants and are new. So I've created a pretty robust sheet that I'm going to send out to you guys with a promo code. It's fun. It's like a table that you can navigate and yeah, so you'll get access to that. It's a fun passion of mine doing that kind of hunting. Example resume template. So today I am going to go through resumes from 11 to 12 and I'm going to share with you a template that you can use and reference. So don't feel like you have to copy down everything I talk about today. But that's a free tool that you'll get more geared toward remote and tech company applications and less so, the traditional resumes, which we'll go through the difference today. Process for finding jobs on LinkedIn. I'm going to demo that a bit today too, but just a step-by-step guide so you don't have to, write down everything you see, and maybe there's a few new tips and tricks in there for you too. We've compiled a list of links to about 50 free courses and platforms from, Harvard Business School, Google Courses, tons of places for free that, anywhere from a couple minutes to a couple hours worth of materials that you can pick and choose based on what, roles you're looking for and what skills you're interested in gaining. So that's a super robust set of resources for you to have after the conference. I have a remote work packet as well. It includes things like, the how to do the resume and the LinkedIn, but even more than that, like interview tips and how to network, how to find like little tricks on LinkedIn and Indeed and different platforms like that as well. So just another tool in your back pocket. We will send out the links to the recordings of the conference and the workshops. And we are going to send out like a form, like a Google form to everybody where you can opt in to sharing your information out, kind of like your business card out with everyone that went to the conference so that you'll have a chance to opt into networking, right? So we're not going to send all of your emails out to everyone without you consenting to it, but we do want to make that an option for you. So if you, just like if you were live and handing out your business card, if you want to be part of that, that could be a great way to connect after the conference. We'll have a few, questions in there so you can kind of identify a bit on, your background and, what you're looking for so you can network with some specific people based on, qualities. But definitely encourage you to participate in that. We had about 100 signups for the conference, so that's a pretty good group of people. Super stoked and excited about that. So keep an eye out. This might come in a couple different emails, so just pay attention, maybe, flag us and make sure we're not going to spam. But yeah, so those are the materials that we're going to be sending out. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and give Jeff a moment to come online here, and he is going to do the raffle like we did yesterday. So why don't you just give us 1 minute to get kind of oriented to that?
Hey, I'm on audio.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, so I think real quick, we'll do some. We're not gonna broadcast the chatbot doing the raffle, but we have ChatGPT randomly selecting names in the background here. The first thing we're gonna raffle off is the what do we say? We'll do some of the Shadow Nurse swag. So we'll do another magnet just to get things warmed up here. So let's see what we've got for that. Pull up the raffle name selection generator,
A cool tool.
and let's see if it picks up where I left off.
So what's the first thing that we're raffling?
For a Shadow Nurse magnet, refrigerator magnet, kind of a cool
Okay.
little item. And the winner is being chosen right now by ChatGPT. Okay, Yolanda Lulu Jensen.
All right.
We'll be sending that out to you. That's great. And then we'll do the next winner is
What's
for
that going to be for? Yeah,
this one will be for one of our two-tone coffee mugs.
sweet.
And let's see what we can get going here. Doing a lot of thinking, narrowing down the pool. The winner is Lauren Burke. All right, Lauren, be getting one of
Mhm.
the amazing coffee mugs coming your way. Now, what we're gonna do is go a little bit bigger scale, and I think let me just grab a screen share here, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, so let's go. I'm gonna share my screen. This is one of our favorite items. Is the Shadow Nurse yoga mat.
Yeah, this is my favorite. It's very cool. It's very
Yeah,
yogi.
super cool, right? Look at that. Okay, there you go. So we're gonna do the Shadow Nurse yoga mat, and I'm gonna stop share for a second so I can do the GPT. Okay, next winner is for a yoga mat.
Yoga is very important in remote work because you get very like hunched over without even knowing it.
Oh
So
my gosh, that's so true. Okay, tracking the winners, calculating the new options, generating the randomness. Candice Frey or Fry.
woohoo, yes.
Candice Fry. All right. Proud new owner of a yoga mat. Hope that comes in handy. And now we're going to do something a little techie. We're going to do, I don't know how many of you are familiar with this, but like those little pads, like a wrist pad for your desk or computer, like laptop, so that as you're computing all day, your wrists don't
Like the
get
squishy,
saggy or
squishy wrist.
hurt on the side. So we're going to do I don't have a good picture of it, but let's see. Next winner is
I
for,
just like playing with those. They're good little fidget spinner type things.
that's true. We should have done some fidget spinners. Computer wrist protector. Okay, and let's see what we got. All right. Checking it all out, narrowing down the list. Okay. Beth Windemuller.
All right, Beth.
Beth, way to go. Gonna keep those wrists protected. All
Excellent.
right,
Thank
awesome.
you.
That's fun. There might have been a question in the Q&A from my last session that I don't think we got time to. I didn't actually look at it, but happy to be. What's happening next, Olivia?
So that comment was a thank you for the journey piece of this. It's a good way to frame it, they said. So, um, and I believe that was Candace who just won the yoga mat. So,
Oh, there you go. Look at that. Some
yeah.
karma.
So next, I believe it's Jason Baker.
Yeah, happy to take some questions while we're kind of filling the time for that. Um,
Yeah, we'll leave open the Q&A for a few minutes, and then we can all grab another cup of coffee before we get started on in AI. Coffee, tea, or Red Bull.
Maybe we can do a little bit of a teaser. I don't know if you have this prepared yet, but for the panel that's coming up, do you have any
Mhm.
kind of, can you tease us a little bit with what some of the questions you're going to be asking them might be, just so we can kind of get started?
Sure. Let me get my stuff here. I don't know why I'm singing Christmas songs in my head. Eek. Just give me a second. Okay. So the topic is, will AI replace bedside nursing? All right. So this panel's framed a bit differently. So there will be four people. A couple of the same ones from yesterday, which is awesome. And we had some articles that we all reviewed, and then the questions are centered around the articles, just to have some teasers. And you know what? I think I'll send out all of these articles to all of the attendees as well. So that'll be part of the tools that get sent out. They're very thought-provoking. So we're going to touch on, the AI nurse concept model with Moxie and NVIDIA. We're going to touch on, the AI skills gap in healthcare and nursing. We're going to talk about workload. We're going to talk a bit about empathy and, how does AI play in that space? And is it possible for AI to be empathetic? um, there are some initiatives happening all across the world with using AI in elder care and, robotic helpers like Moxie. So, some thought-provoking questions, and we're using these articles to help frame them. So, yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting, and I think a real question that we can all be on the forefront of answering and shaping if we kind of even allow that to happen, right? Where the way it works, not to get too like economical in my own viewpoints, but the hospitals are businesses, right? So they're going to look for the kind of cheapest option, the most economical option, right? We all know that. We all feel that every day as a nurse. So if a solution like AI, say a chatbot, that takes over some of the conversations that are happening at the bedside, if that is more economical than a human nurse, that'll be a real question that the leaders of the hospital and the shareholders of the hospital, right, in private settings and publicly traded settings are going to have to ask one another and evaluate their own mission and vision and values, right? And if all of you engage and have kind of this awareness of what's going on, then we will all be better positioned to be part of that debate, to come to the table and talk about it, and maybe defend our own position as nurses in patient care. So I hope that was made you excited. But yeah, it's a real debate that we're gonna need to have.
Awesome. That's great.
Well, why don't we all grab a drink, coffee, tea, Red Bull, and we'll see you at our first chat at 10.
Sounds good.
All right, bye.